Hips tick-tock when I dance. On that demon time, she might start her OnlyFans. Big B and that B stand for bands. If you wanna see some real ass, baby, here's your chance. I say left cheek, right cheek, drop it low this wine. Texas up in this thing, put you up on this game. I be parking my frame, gang, 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 gang. If you don't jump to put jeans on, baby, you won't feel my pain.
I'm a Scorpio. I'm talking about something that corresponds with my life purpose. Scorpios are naturally drawn to the occult. Boys and girls, welcome to episode 5, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, of 31 Days of Hell. And this is going to be probably the most fitting episode you'll watch. So a lot of people out there believe demons are of an evil Christian constructed term nature. Just a heads up, you will see my cats in the background playing, fighting, especially my female cat. She will jump up here at some point, so don't be alarmed, and you might see them over here too. It is of the Christian religion that demons are perceived as bad, because if we go back to pre-biblical times where paganism was the main religion, or was a religion that had not yet been demonized, we will see that this was a religion where people worshipped the earth and nature and ancient gods that predate Christianity or Islam. So I would like to debunk the myth that demons are all bad, or that they are bad in general. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is the Lesser Key of Solomon. Solomon was said to have trapped 72 demons to help him build his castle. The names of these 72 demons I will run through very, very quickly. Baal, Agares, Visago, Samigina, Marbaz, Valafor, Ammon, Barbatos, Paimon, Bua, Gushon, Sitri, Belith, Leraye, or Lerahe, Eligos, Zepar, Botis, Bathin, Salos, Person, Morax, Ipos, Aim or Ayam, Naberius, Glaciolabolas, Bune or Bune, Renove, Berith, Astaroth, Phoneus, Foras, Asmodeus, Gap or Garp, Further or Further, Marcosius, Stolus, Phoenix, Halfas, Malphas, Raum, Focolor, Vepa, Sabnok, Shax, Vine or Vine, well, I think it's Vine, Bifrons, Vual, Hagenti, Crosel, Furcas, Balaam, Alosis, Cain. Some would debate that this is Cain from the Bible. I don't know what to think of that. Murmur, Oribas, Gremory, Ose, Amy, Arias, Vapula, Zagan or Zagan, Valak, Andras, Flaros, Andrialphus, Chimaris, Amdusius, Belial, Decarabia, Seer, Dantalian, Andromalius. Now I have listed the 72 demons of the Lesser Key of Solomon. The term demon has been strictly associated with evil, with greedy, with bad, with any time that someone has selfish needs and wants and desires. It's said that this is of the devil. Christians are of the belief that any temptation you feel, any evil or wrongdoing in the world done by mankind, is somehow to blame on the devil. From a Luciferian perspective, Lucifer is the light bearer, the light bringer, the bringer of truth, the one that illuminates that which is hidden and unknown. In the Bible, there's the story of the Garden of Eden. So, Adam and Eve are by the garden. Satan, Lucifer, two aspects of the same being. A snake just appears out of nowhere and says, eat from the tree. What do? They eat from the tree. They get banished from the Garden of Eden. But No Christian is questioning the fact that Lucifer was the one that enlightened them, that brought the truth to them by advising them. Because you can't force people to do things. But according to the Bible, this is evil because Lucifer wanted to bring them knowledge. Ever thought, why would your God not want their first two creations to gain knowledge, to know the truth? This is because the egregor, which is all that he is, in my opinion, needs people to believe in him. Because if not, he will become weak and cease to exist. This is how an egregor works. That being said, this is why God took the story and somehow tried to make it seem that they were tempted into eating from the tree of knowledge. Who hides divine knowledge from their creations? And not only that, it's a religion of imbalance. And Adam saw Eve as less than. But if we go back to the first ever woman, according to this belief, it was Lilith. However, Lilith did not want to be dominated by Adam, which is why she was banished, had her children stole from her, okay, and then decided to then, in some myths, in some mythology, in some stories, to steal other people's babies or to steal one of whoever's babies it was and murder them as her babies were killed. In my opinion, if we go back in time, that is wrong to murder, full stop. But it's a case of, in that time, by their standards, tit for tat. Not that I agree with killing anyone. So let's talk about demons and offerings. So we know that demons were ancient gods that have been demonized by Christianity, and to keep people from working with them, they have been demonized, hence the word demons. Stick with me. So let me take a few examples. So let's, King Clawneck, one of the demons from the Ars Goetia. The demon that is close to Lucifer, Lucifer's right-hand man, because he brings the riches. So how would it work if you wanted to do an offering to a demon, give an offering to a demon? So think of it like a prayer. You meditate, perhaps. You ground yourself. You get in the right headspace. You become calm. And then what do? You light the candle. You light the incense. You start doing the ritual. You would write a petition, like in Hoodoo, if you want. You know, I would like such and such. You know, maybe make an agreement. However, if you're working with a demon, you must keep your agreement. Otherwise, they will not help you. Write your petition. You write whatever, if you want to make some sort of pact or agreement. Now, it's not like the pacts you hear about in Hollywood. The pacts that Satanists and Luciferians do is a pact where write down what it is that you vow to do in exchange for what you want. Sign your name. If you would like to include blood, you include blood. If you would not like to include blood, you don't include blood. Now, a lot of people get concerned when they hear this. Blood is one of the most powerful offerings to any spirit, Christian or otherwise. It is your life force energy. No spirit, no god, no demon, no angel will ever ask of that from you. If they do, This is what we call a spiritual parasite. A lot of people consider demons, a lot of people consider demons to be parasites and parasites to be demons. But what a lot of people are not understanding, there are demons that used to work alongside the egregore that people widely know as God, right? They did not want to follow such arbitrary rules. They didn't want to be constricted to what they can and can't do. They wanted ultimate freedom to do their own thing. In this egregore's eyes, that is very, in my opinion, attention-loving and will shun anyone that does not want to do what he wants to do that is within his kingdom. This is where the spirits that used to be angels, like for example, I believe King Paimon. Yeah, Paimon. I believe that King Paimon, maybe I'm wrong, if not I'll put it on the screen, was once an angel and then fell. Now let me tell you the difference between a demon and a spiritual parasite. A demon is a spirit that is also of a high vibration, believe it or not. In order to rank as an angel, as an archangel, or as a demon, you have to be of a high vibration. You have to have expanded, heightened spiritual consciousness and awareness. You have to have acquired spiritual skills to make you a good fit for the role. Think of it like applying for a job that exists in the spirit realm. I know it does. This demon will help people that call on it with particular things that they ask for help on if that person is serious. The same goes for religion, the same goes for gods and goddesses. As long as your intentions are pure, your intentions are right, your head is in the right place when you're doing the ritual, when you're asking the spirit, the demon, the elemental, the angel, the whatever, your results will manifest. They will come into fruition. With a spiritual parasite, a good example is sleep paralysis. So with a spiritual parasite, it feeds off of your fear. It feeds off of your negative energy. A spiritual parasite will paralyze you coming out of a dream or going into a dream. Most commonly coming out of it. It will intimidate you to keep you paralyzed. Feeding off of your fear, because that's what makes it grow. Fear is a low vibrational energy. These parasites are low vibrational. They will feed off of your negative energy because that makes them stronger, and fear is a means of control, and that just feeds them more and more and more because they're so low vibrational. Parasites will suck you with your energy. They will leave you feeling drained. Think of what a parasite does to a person. The same thing, but on a spiritual level. Those are parasites. Parasites are the sleep paralysis. Parasites are the spirits which feed off of low vibrational energy, negative energy. Demons are not of this nature. Christianity will tell you they are. Islam will tell you they are. Judaism will tell you they are. Maybe Buddhism will tell you they are. Taoism will tell you they are. I'm sure a lot of religions will tell you that they are. The best way to control people and to control the way that they think is to instill fear in them and to confuse them about what is the truth. Right now, in a way, I'm acting as a vessel of the light bringer, the light bearer. I am bringing the truth out. I'm saying the truth. Only a small audience will realise that I'm right. And no doubt I'll have Christians in my comments that haven't watched the video from start to finish, but want to run their mouth. To the open-minded Christians, I respect you. I admire you. You're rare. We need more of you. Love you. So remember, parasites, feeding off your negative energy, feeding off of your fear. Same types of spirits as angels. Both have motives. Both can be selfish. Yes, they can. Both have the ability to lie to you, to test you. Demons will do this more than angels, but they will do it for a reason. Angels and demons, the difference between working with the two. Angels are more likely to help you with what you want without you putting in any effort, without you showing that you're really serious. They also work a lot slower, and they will also bring what it is that you want to you, but by any means necessary. For example, I've heard stories of people going to angels, asking angels for money, but not saying with harm to no one. So what the angels will then do is make it so that someone in your life gets into a car crash, dies, has some accident happen, has to take out an insurance policy. Maybe they die and you are able to collect insurance. Maybe they die and you are in their will, you inherit some of their money. This is how angels work. People don't want to hear this, but I'm speaking the truth. You know, I mean, a lot of whistleblowers get hate, so I'll probably get hate, but hey, I'm being authentic. You know, I really believe my life purpose is to dig deep for the truth. I'm a Scorpio. I will go as deep as it takes to find the truth. And the truth, you know, it's what people don't want to hear. People are so wrapped up in their limited way of thinking that they don't really look for information properly. They just listen to what is told to them, regurgitated. Now, if you go to a demon, you ask for money. The same as the example with the angel. You go to a demon, you ask for money. The demon will make it so that if you have a job and you're asking for money, you may then lose that job and find a better job. Or the demon will make it so that you get offered more hours at work, more money. They will make it so that are hired, if you're self-employed, you're hired for one of the skills that you have. Somebody will reach out to you with a financial opportunity. This is how demons work. And people think demons are the evil ones. That they're all liars, that they want your blood, they want your soul. A demon will never ask for your soul. That's a parasite, or what you call an imposter spirit, which is a spirit pretending to be a spirit that they're not. So the main purpose of this episode was to enlighten, to bring the truth forward to the people. If you haven't done your research, if you haven't listened to what I've said word for word, then with all honesty, I don't want to hear your comments. I don't want to read your comments. I don't want to see your comments. You haven't watched my video from start to finish and listened to word for word. You don't have a right to comment. So this is information that I have acquired over time. I've been interested in this topic, you know, paganism, Satanism, Wiccanism, neo-paganism, Luciferianism, you know, New Age spirituality, witchcraft. I've been interested in these topics from about the age of maybe 14, 15, 16. I'm 26. It's been 10 years I've been researching this and finding out information and learning about, you know, the fact that demons and Satanists are not what they are made out to be in the media. You know, no true Satanist is going to kill a baby, kill a goat, kill an animal for a ritual. Not ones with a heart, but the ones that I know are not harming animals. They are against that, and they do not harm children or anyone. Now, let's look at the 10 Commandments, and alongside the 10 Commandments, let's look at the Satanic Bible rules. There's only one Satanic Bible rule that I disagree with, and that is that if someone annoys you, ask them to stop, and if they don't, destroy them. I don't believe in that, but I don't think people need to be taking it literally. The 10 Commandments of the Bible are that you must love God more than anything else. This tells me that this God people want to worship is a narcissistic and selfish God that wants you to put this God before anything else, anyone else. Imagine if a person said to you, you must love me more than anybody else. What would you think? You would think you're narcissistic, you're selfish, you're crazy, you're self-absorbed, you're self-obsessed. So why are you accepting it from a being that you will most likely never meet or have direct communication with? The second rule, don't make anything more important than God. You're pushing out everything else in your life that might be good for you, and you're putting your trust in something that, again, you're probably never going to have direct communication with. Remember, imposter spirits. Always say God's name with love and respect. This I agree with, because if it's your religion, you should not be disrespecting the figure that you worship. The fourth commandment is to honour the Lord by resting on the seventh day of the week. I do believe that Sunday should be a rest day, but I think that's because I went to Catholic church sometimes as a child. Number 5 is to love and respect your mum and dad. I agree with that. They brought you into this world. Provided they're not abusive and they're not dysfunctional, you should have utmost respect for them. Number 6 is to never hurt anyone. What about self-defense? What about rape? What about being attacked? What about being mugged? What about Sarah Everard that was stopped by that Wayne Couzens police officer and murdered and had to be identified by her dental records? Should she have not hurt anyone? If she would have hurt someone, she'd probably maybe be alive today. That's bullshit. Number 7, always be faithful to your husband or wife. I agree with that. Marriage is a serious vow that you make to somebody else. It should not be taken lightly. Being disloyal is disgusting, in my opinion. Number 8 is don't take anything that isn't yours. I do agree with this. Stealing is not virtuous. Number 9 is to always tell the truth. There is virtue in honesty. And number 10 is to be happy with what you have and don't wish for other people's things. People are allowed to want to be better, and people are allowed to want to improve their lives. That is crap. Now, let's compare it to the 11 Satanic Rules of the Earth by Anton Sander LaVey, the founder of the Satanic Bible. If that puts you off, just listen to this first and then you can comment. Number 1, do not give your opinions or advice unless you are asked. This is more than reasonable. Not everybody wants to hear what you have to say. Number 2, do not tell your troubles to others unless you are sure that they want to hear them. Trauma dumping, people don't like that. Using someone as an emotional toilet or an agony aunt, people don't like that. When in another's lair, show him respect or else do not go there. If you're in someone else's place, respect their place. Show them respect. You're in their home, have respect. Facts. I agree with that. Number 4, I don't agree with. It says, if a guest is in your lair, annoys you in your home, treat him cruelly and without mercy. I do believe that if someone is being irritating in your place of worship, hello, Shadow. Hello. Hi, baby. I do believe that if someone is in your home and they are being irritating or disrespectful, that you should treat them in kind, or that you should ask them to leave your home. But I don't agree with that one. Number 5, do not make sexual advances unless you are giving the mating signal. Don't make a move on someone if you are not 100% sure that they are interested in you. I think everyone of all religions can agree with that. Number 6, do not take that which does not belong to you unless it is a burden to the other person and he cries out to be relieved. So no stealing unless the person is offering it to you. That's fair, that's virtuous. Number 7, acknowledge the power of magic if you have employed it successfully to obtain your desires. If you deny the power of magic after having called upon it with success, you will lose all you have obtained. If somebody worked hard to give you something, to bring something into your life that they didn't have to do but chose to, and you didn't give them the credit for it, I believe that they would have the right to take it from you because you are being ungrateful. That's what this is. Completely agree with this. If you don't, I question your sanity. Number 8, do not complain about anything which you need not subject yourself. Don't stress yourself out. Don't complain about things that are not going to help you. Don't get yourself stressed. I can agree with that. Number 9, do not harm little children. What did I tell you? This is not Satanism to go around harming children, to go around harming people. Number 10, do not kill non-human animals unless you are attacked or for your food. So self-defense or survival. These are perfectly reasonable reasons to kill. Other than that, I don't think we should be killing animals, full stop. I don't like the fact that animals even die in the first place. But so someone that's ate meat my whole life, I'd find it very difficult to give it up. Though I understand as a meat eater that a vegan diet is healthier. I know, my logic is a bit flawed. Please forgive me. Now, number 11. When walking in open territory, bother no one. If someone bothers you, ask him to stop. If he does not stop, destroy him. This I do not agree with. If someone bothers you and you ask them to stop, and they don't, I don't think that we should be taking this literally, as in actually physically murder this person. I think we should be taking this as, if someone does not stop bothering you, you should fight back. Like bullies, for example. So now that you've heard the 11 Satanic principles written by Anton LaVey, can you honestly tell me that you think Satanism is a bad religion? Can you honestly tell me that you think that Satanists and Luciferians and pagans are not virtuous and reasonable people? How many Catholic priests do you know that are rapists and touch little boys? How many priests do you know that are drinking, cheating on their wives, sleeping with nuns, raping nuns, that are alcoholics, that steal from the church, that are dishonest people, that go against the commandments? How many Christians and Catholics do you know that follow all of the rules in the Bible? Don't work on a Sunday, don't teach if you're a woman, don't wear two clothes of the same material. It's a very hypocritical religion. And this is why I don't think I could ever date someone that is a Christian. Unless they're open-minded and can recognise the flaws in their religion. So if you've watched to the end, well done. You don't have the attention span of a goldfish. I will be very carefully time-stamping this video because I want people to learn the information that every human being should be learning. Okay, Illuminati, satanic rituals that you hear about in the media, that's fear-mongering. That's used to control you, to manipulate the way that you think, so that you think that the only way is to worship this narcissistic God up there that wants you to put no one else before it. So thank you very much for watching. This is 31 Days of Hell. I've spoke about hellish beings in this video, so this will be the most fitting video. And I think this is the most peaceful I've ever felt in a YouTube video. Speaking about spirituality, speaking about witchcraft and occultism and Satanism and Christian and all these religions. I'm a Scorpio. I'm talking about something that corresponds with my life purpose. Scorpios are naturally drawn to the occult and spirituality. It's in my astrological DNA. Now, thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this episode.